Iwo Jima means Sulphur Island in Japanese. Today I'm going to be telling you about the Battle of Iwo Jima. I'm going to be telling you about the two forces facing off, which were the Japanese Imperial Army under the command of General Tadamichi Kobayashi. He was a former embassy member for the Japanese government. He was in the embassy in Canada and the U.S. and he had 22,000 loyal Japanese soldiers under his command, which were mainly veterans of the combat in China. And then the U.S. Marine Corps, which was also fighting in the Pacific against the Japanese, was under the command of General Holland and Howling Mad Smith. He had 70,000 tough Marines under his command, and he's been known as the father of the current amphibious assault training. The actual battle started February 19th, 1945. The first waves of troops landed at 9:05 a.m. The first Marines landed at 9:05 a.m. 3 minutes after a group of LSVs carrying 75mm mounted turrets. They're also just known as landing craft. General Kobayashi actually waited till 10 o'clock, or around 10:05, to unleash his weapons because the previous assault campaigns on Peleliu and other islands had shown that you can't really stop Marines from landing. You gotta just wait till they get inland on the beach a little bit. So that's what he did. He waited and he killed 500 Marines just in a bottleneck effect. And this tactic went on till the 25th, where he had his soldiers hidden underneath the island, kind of. And it was kind of a cat and mouse game. The Marines were fighting atop the ground and the Japanese were fighting underneath. This is my last part is about the flag raising, which has become quite popular of the battle, and then one of the big Medal of Honor awardees who had fallen on Iwo Jima. The Battle of Iwo Jima ended March 25th. It's actually 35 days, not 31 days, after the Marines had struggled to the shore. The second flag raising, which is the one most common in pictures, was actually not important to the Marines on the ground just because it was a replacement flag. The first one went up the fourth day of fighting, and it was a big step for the Marines because where it was posted was Mount Suriachi, and that was kind of the analogy that the Marines were using was it was the snake's head and it was cut off, so it really didn't. After that, the mountain pretty much fell and there wasn't as strict a fighting as the rest of the island. But the second flag raising ended up becoming the most popular in pretty much today's or any war picture ever. It is the Marines National Monument in Arlington, and it was the picture of the 7th War Tour, which was kind of a bond, go around the U.S. and sell bonds for the war. And John Bazelon, he was one of the Marines killed on Iwo Jima in the first day. He had won the Medal of Honor for his actions on Guadalcanal, and he was killed doing what most people think was his best attribute, leading his fellow Marines. And these are just some pictures and my resource and sites of where I got Any questions?
What made you think of this topic?
I was actually reading the book Flags of Our Fathers, and I've always kind of been interested in this topic.
Where did you find most of your information?
The books, The Pacific, Flags of Our Fathers, and then I actually got the U.S. Marine Corps military report in the battle, which it didn't really explain much of the battle. That's why I don't have much of what actually went on.
Wow.
But yeah, that's mainly where I got it.
How were you able to find that?
I just went on Google, looked up the battle, and it's an open document.